Okay, I'm just back from the gym and did about 2.2 miles or so on the treadmill. Had it set at a incline of 2.0. Had a medium, moderate, I don't know, my midpoint speed at about 6.5 miles an hour. Low speed 6.0, high speed 7.0. So most of my run was done at about the 6.5, and I'd pop it up to 7 every third minute or so, and then I'd drop it down to 6 again for about a minute, and then I'd go up to 6.5 for a few minutes, up to 7, just kind of alternating, stepping up and down. And that seems to work pretty well. I'm burning pretty many calories, building up a sweat. My heart rate is getting up into the correct range. And one thing I noticed, I had my headphones on, I like to run to music, but I could hear the woman next to me as she was running, and it was just like these heavy, heavy footsteps. And I want to turn to her and say, do you have any knee problems? Do you have any joint issues with your hips, your knees, your ankles, anything like that? Because I can't hear my own feet hitting, and I'm really listening carefully. And I've, turned off my headsets and stuff in the past, and I know that I hit pretty lightly. Since I've gone to this light foot method, I have really eliminated any joint issues I had before, and I had a few things with my knees hurting sometimes. Every once in a while, even my one shoulder, I'd get pain like right in here on the back of my right shoulder. I don't know what that is, but the only time I got that pain was running, so maybe it was how I was holding my arms, or maybe it was just my shoulder getting knocked around as I was running. I'm not really sure. But the question I have is, now, I have a lot of information, and people that I'm working out next to or something don't necessarily know that, and maybe they don't even care if they have bad form or they're doing something that they could potentially hurt themselves. But with my safety training background, I do OSHA training as part of my job, and with my nutrition and health background, now I'm not certified. Deb is certified, or has been certified anyway, as an ISSA certified around here, but I don't have a certification in my background, but I've been around health and fitness, been working out for a long time, and actually helped, I ghost wrote a book on bodybuilding with a guy who was, I'll leave names out of it, but a guy who was pretty pumped up and really knew what he was talking about. And I ghost wrote a book for him on fitness and weightlifting, getting the most out of your weightlifting schedule. So I know a few things, but people around me don't recognize necessarily the level of expertise I have, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm just saying, when I give advice, it's probably pretty good advice, but they don't know if I'm just Joe Schmo off the street who knows nothing about fitness. So the question is, how do you tell somebody that their lifting form is bad? Or I see people that sometimes are doing standing bicep curls, and they're rocking their whole body and swinging the weights way back behind them to get the curl. And how do you tell somebody, you're not doing yourself any good, you're just impacting your joints in a really bad way? You're swinging, so you're not isolating the muscles, and you're really not getting the benefit that you're looking to get out of this exercise. You should be, isolating your bicep, keeping your elbows as still as possible as you're making this lift, and gripping the weights tightly and concentrating on that muscle. How do you tell somebody that without them thinking you're, butting your nose into their business, which I guess you are, but the thing is, if they're at a gym, why not get the most out of their time? And if you can help them with that, just by a couple words, I'm not saying hanging over somebody and giving them the whole 9 yards with just a word or two. What's the best way to approach that? I don't know. And I've struggled with that a few times as I see people potentially in situations where they could hurt themselves. Not that they're in imminent danger. They're not trying to bench press 400 pounds on their first lift and they're big as a twig. You know, that sort of thing, I would definitely step right up and say, you know, are you sure you want to be doing that, or do you need a spot, or you know, I couldn't be helping them too much with a spot with 400 pounds, but you know, I'd be willing to make an offer and say, you know, I could find somebody for you. So anyway, you know, give me your opinions on that if you like, and thanks a lot for listening. This is Rob for the All Health Network. See ya.